Gonna wait just a couple more minutes, let a few people get in. Hey, Carlos. Hey, Jeff. I guess you found the channel, Jeff. Hey, Joe. Welcome, welcome. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I guess we got a few people in here. We'll get this show on the road. It is season 4 of the Field of Dreams Baseball League opening day. We're starting the season starts on April 6th, which is a Thursday. So what we're going to do this weekend is play every opening day game. So everybody will see at some point this weekend their team play on opening day. Hopefully that'll generate some fun and interest in your team and in the league. So everybody at some point or other is going to see their team play. For today, we're going to try and get in 3 to 4 games tonight as quickly as we can. I don't want to make the stream too long and bore people, but we want to get some games done as we can. Hey, David. And speaking of David, his game is going to be the first one we play, since David, the owner of the Chicago Red Shirts, was the winner of season three's World Series. We're going to feature that game first. So let's get down to the field, and they're playing the old Canadian team who moved south of the border to Tijuana. So let's get this thing going. Oh, we had to check one other thing here. Make sure David doesn't have a. Okay, David, no left-handed pitcher, so I'm assuming you're good to go there. All right, it's opening day, and we are here at Briggs Stadium. We're going to see a nice matchup here between Kevin Apier, who stayed with Chicago, one of the few players that actually made the cut so far this season. We'll see how long that lasts. And he's going to face off against Pete Alexander. So we're going to see a couple of good pitchers tonight. It is 57 degrees, and it's got a light rain.
Play ball.
If you guys have trouble hearing anything, let me know. Hello, MV. Welcome. And Bernie. Hello, Bernie. And Slash just joining us. So hello, everybody. All right, let's take a quick look at the Chicago Red Shirts batting order. Leading it off, second baseman Eddie Collins. Center fielder Willie McGee will be batting second. Batting third, designated hitter Edgar Martinez. In the fourth spot, left fielder Sid Gordon. In the fifth spot, first baseman Rafael Palmero. Catcher Roy Campanella will be batting sixth. Third baseman Bobby Vaughn will be batting seventh. Batting eighth in the lineup will be right fielder George Hendrick. And in the ninth hole will be, shortstop Johnny Logan. First up is Eddie Collins. The season that Eddie Collins represents, he batted a nice .332 and hit 4 home runs. Here we go. The first pitch. And Collins takes this one into right field. Over Gwynn's head. And we have a leadoff home run to start the season by Eddie Collins. Well, we were wondering, we had said earlier it was going to be an offensive season, and there it is, folks. The very first batter of the very first game on opening day takes it yard, 337 feet, into right center field. Let's take a quick look at the defensive lineup for the Tijuana tinfoil hats. In left field, we have Ricky Henderson. In center field, we have Bobby Thompson. In right field is Tony Gwynn. At first, we have Albert Pujols. Charlie Gehringer is playing second. We have Al Dark at third. Ken Boyer is playing third. Behind the plate catching for Pete Alexander is Ted Simmons. Next up to bat for Chicago is Willie McGee. Willie McGee batting .286 in the season that he represents. Of course, he's got no stats so far this year because this is the first game opening day. So McGee will take this one into center field. Thompson will give chase. Back, and he gets under that for the first out. That'll bring up Edgar Martinez, batting .327 from his represented season. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Martinez, and he takes this one in the center field. Thompson has to come up for that one. He gets under that one. That'll be the second out. Sid Gordon now up to bat, batting fourth in the lineup. He has .274 average from the season that he represents. 19 home runs. Alexander delivers to Gordon, and he walks him. Gordon draws the first walk of the season. That'll bring up Rafael Palmeiro. Palmeiro batting .289 from his represented season. Gordon on first, not taking much of a lead. Alexander will deliver to Palmeiro and strike him out. That'll end that half of the inning. We go to the bottom of one. Chicago gets a solo shot to take the lead 1-0. The lineup for the Tijuana tinfoil hats. Right fielder Tony Gwynn will lead it off. Second baseman Charlie Gehringer will bat second. Designated hitter Mark McGwire will bat third. Catcher Ted Simmons will be in the fourth spot. Batting fifth will be first baseman Albert Pujols. Batting sixth will be third baseman Ken Boyer. Center fielder Bobby Thompson batting seventh. Shortstop Al Dark batting eighth. And in the ninth hole will be left fielder Ricky Henderson. Apier on the mound for Chicago to face off against Tony Gwynn. Tony Gwynn batting at .353 in his season that he represents. Takes the 3-1 pitch, and he'll get walked by Apier. So let's take a quick look at the defense for Chicago. In left field, we have Sid Gordon. In center field, we have Willie McGee. In right field, we have George Hendry. At first, we have Rafael Palmeiro. Eddie Collins will be playing second. He just hit that solo shot home run to lead off the game. Johnny Logan at shortstop. At third is Bobby Vaughn. And behind the plate, receiving the pitches from Kevin Apier is Roy Campanella. Gehringer now up to bat, batting .313 from his season. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and he'll take this one into right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Gwynn will make it to second and hold. So with no outs, Tijuana has runners on first and second as Mark McGwire steps up to the plate. Mark McGwire batting .312 from his season. He has 52 home runs and 113 RBIs. Here's the 0-1 pitch to McGwire. McGwire, a little dribbler to Eddie Collins at second. He throws to Logan at second and then fires over to one at Palmeiro. That's going to be a double play. Tony Gwynn advances to third base. So with two outs, in comes catcher Ted Simmons, batting .332 from his season with 18 home runs. The pitch to Simmons. Simmons will get this one down. Collins makes a fantastic diving play near second base to make the throw, and then makes the throw over to Palmeiro for the third out. Fantastic play. So Eddie Collins comes in today ready to play with a home run and a beautiful diving stop for the third out to keep Tijuana from tying up the game. We go to the top of two. No runs off of one hit and no errors. Leading it off in this inning will be Roy Campanella. Campanella comes in .312 with 41 home runs. Alexander delivers to Campanella, and he goes down on strikes. That's the second strikeout of the game for Pete Alexander as Bobby Vaughn steps up to the plate, batting .280. No home runs from the season he comes from. But he takes this one into center field, and that is going to get down right in front of Thompson for a single. So a one-out single for Vaughn as right fielder George Hendrick comes up, batting .318. He's got 97 RBIs and 18 home runs. Bobby Vaughn taking a nice little lead off of first. Pete Alexander looking over at him. There goes Vaughn. The throw from Simmons to Gehringer. Not in time. That's our first stolen base of the season by Bobby Vaughn. So now Chicago has a runner on second with one out for George Hendrick with the 1-0 pitch. And Hendrick, and Alexander comes back and fights it and knocks him out with 3 strikes. That's the second out as Johnny Logan will come up. The shortstop for Chicago, batting .273, 11 home runs and 75 RBIs. Bobby Vaughn not taking much of a lead from second. Here's the pitch to Logan. Oh, Logan gets plunked by Alexander. That's a free base there for Logan. The runners on first and second, 2 outs. In comes Eddie Collins. He led off the game already with a solo shot. Can he knock in some more? The 2-2 pitch. And he'll go down on strike. So Alexander coming back after that leadoff home run to start knocking some people down here. We go to the bottom of 2. We're going to see Pujols, Boyer, and Thompson all due up for Tijuana. Pujols comes in batting .299 from his season with 37 home runs. And it's a grounder to Vaughn. Vaughn will fire over to Palmeiro at first. He'll glove that for the first out. Welcome, Jamie. Hope you're having a good day. We haven't seen you today. All right, that brings up Ken Boyer, third baseman for Tijuana, batting .307 from his season with 23 home runs. Apier will deliver to Boyer, and he'll strike him out for the first strikeout. That's the first strikeout, for Kevin Apier in this game. He'll now face off against Bobby Thompson. Bobby Thompson with .288 from his season and 26 home runs. We're going to have an offensive field season. There's no doubt about that. We've got a lot of big hitters in this season, and the game seems to be an offensive game in almost of the early sims. This is going to get down to the wall in left center field. Thompson with the first double of the season. So Tijuana showing some life with 2 outs. Puts the runner on second as Al Dark, the shortstop, will step up. Batting .300. He does have 88 RBIs from his season and 23 home runs. Here's the 3-0 pitch. And he's going to get hit. So I think that might have been a little bit of a payback there. Apier said, Pete, you're going to hit our guys? Well, I'm going to hit one of your guys. So now Tijuana's got a runner on first and second for Ricky Henderson, the last batter in the lineup for Tijuana. Ricky Henderson with a .283 average from his season, 15 home runs and 46 RBIs. 2 outs. Apier will deliver the 0-2 pitch, and he'll take him out on strikes. Down go the tinfoil hats. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. We go to the top of 3. Chicago 1, Tijuana 0. Willie McGee to lead it off for Chicago. He'll be followed by Martinez and Gordon. The 0-2 pitch from Alexander. Oh, it's a little dribbler to Pujols at first. He'll pick this up, carry it to the bag himself. That's going to be the first. Oh, he missed. He does not get there in time. Pujols is a little too slow, and McGee beats that out. Excuse me. Wow. Some speed there from McGee to beat out that play there. And no out. Chicago has a runner on first. That brings up Edgar Martinez. McGee with a huge lead at first. Is Pete going to try and pick him off here? He does not. But McGee goes nowhere. Martinez checked his swing on that one, but it was in there for a strike. So the 0-1 pitch. McGee still taking a pretty good lead, but he didn't go anywhere last time. There comes the fire out from Alexander to first to try and pick him off, but that's a no-go. McGee with a nice lead still off of first. There goes McGee. And the throw from Simmons to Gehringer, not in time. We have another stolen base, the first of the season for Willie McGee. Showing the speed out there on the base path today. Martinez now facing the 0-2 pitch. No outs. Alexander will deliver to Martinez. Martinez takes it to Gehringer on a grounder. Gehringer fires over to Pujols. That is an out. McGee advances to third base. So 1 out. Runner right there on third for Sid Gordon. Sid Gordon had 75 RBIs in his season that he comes from, and he's going to drive this one into center field, but Thompson will take a couple steps up, get under that. Will McGee tag? He does. The throw from Thompson home. No, not. Oh, he gets him. Oh, my goodness, guys. I am trying to, from up here, it looks like that was not in time, but that was an out. That was the third out to end that half of the inning. Well, we're seeing some excitement today. That is for sure. We go to the bottom of 3. Still 1-0 Chicago over Tijuana. Gwynn, the leadoff batter for Tijuana, will start us off. The pitch to Gwynn. Gwynn will drive this one to Vaughn. Vaughn picks it up, fires across the diamond. That'll be the first out. Charlie Gehringer is 1 for 1 so far in the game. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. And this is another grounder. This one to Collins. Collins will get it to Palmeiro. That'll be the second out. Mark McGwire. A lot of home runs from his season. 52. Here's the pitch. But this is just going to be a little dribbler. Logan has to come up. Makes a poor play on it. It's going to be close. And not in time by Logan. He did not field that cleanly. His first poor play of the season. McGwire able to beat that out because he bobbled it. So with 2 outs, McGwire on first for Ted Simmons. McGwire looks like he's about 2 inches off of first base, not going anywhere on any kind of a steal here. Here comes Apier, and Simmons drives this one. Oh, this one is high and deep, but Hendrick gets to it near the track. That'll be the third out. We go to the top of 4. I agree, David. That friggin' chalkboard, it looks 2 plays had me fooled. All right, top of 4. We're going to have Palmeiro, Campanella, and Vaughn all up to bat for sure for Chicago. Palmeiro will take the 2-2 pitch, and it's a little tiny dribbler to Gehringer. Gehringer over to Pujols. There's no doubt about that chalkboard on that one. It's an out. Campanella steps up to the plate. He'll dig in. Alexander takes the call, throws delivers the pitch. This is going to get into left field. Henderson will come up and field that one. A single for Campanella. That's his first single of the season. And that brings up Bobby Vaughn. Bobby Vaughn, who singled to center back in the second. Alexander with 51 pitches so far in the game will deliver to Vaughn, and Vaughn will drive this one in center field. Thompson has to come up for that one. He'll get under that to make the catch. Campanella will have to hold it first. So 2 outs now as George Hendrick steps up to the plate. The 0-1 pitch, and Hendrick over Gehringer's head at second. Oh, a liner. Thompson comes up and gets a shoestring catch for the third out. We go to the bottom of 4. No runs off of 1 hit for Chicago. Pujols will lead this off for Tijuana. Pujols takes the 1-1 pitch, and he drives this one into right center field. This is going deep. Hendrick back towards the track will make the grab on the run for the first out. That brings up Ken Boyer. Apier will deliver to Boyer. Boyer with a grounder, a hard grounder to Vaughn, but Boyer with his speed. Vaughn nowhere. Oh, he makes an error. They're going to charge an error to Vaughn on that one. Under his glove, he had to go back and get that one, and that's why there was no throw. So Boyer on first for Bobby Thompson. Bobby Thompson doubled off the wall back in the second inning. Here comes the pitch, and there goes Boyer. Campanella will throw, and okay, they got him. It looked like I think it was a strikeout, and at the same time, the throw to second to in time for the tag, and that ended that inning real quick. As we go to the top of 5, and we'll see the 9th batter in the lineup for Chicago, Logan. Alexander delivers to Logan, and he'll get a walk from Alexander. That's the second walk so far for Alexander in the game, as he faces off against Eddie Collins. Eddie Collins had that solo shot leading off the game. Takes the pitch. Oh, well, he bunts his way to try and advance Logan, and that works. Logan will get the second, but Collins out. Alexander came up, fielded it, made the throw to first to get the first out. Willie McGee now up. Willie McGee is 1 for 2 so far in this game. And he'll take this one into right field, but it's a liner to Gwynn. Gwynn able to make that grab, and Logan is going nowhere. So the bunt that advanced Logan, he's still stuck at second with 2 outs now for Edgar Martinez. And they purposely walked Martinez. They wanted no part of that. And they're going to let Alexander face off against Sid Gordon instead. Alexander gets the call from Simmons. He'll deliver. It's a grounder to Pujols. He did not make the play the last time, but he's going to make this one. He picks it up, carries it to the bag. That's the third out. We go to the bottom of 5. Dark, Henderson, and then we wrap to the top of the lineup for Tijuana for Gwynn. Al Dark was hit by pitch at his last at-bat. That's why he doesn't have any official at-bats. He's going to pop this one up behind the plate. Campanella throws off his mask, gets under this one for the first out. Ricky Henderson, the last batter lineup for Tijuana. And early in the game, they're bringing in Joe Connolly to pinch hit. There comes Joe Connolly. He is going to drive this one into right field, shallow right field. Hendrick on the run, comes up, makes the grab. That's the second out. We go to the top of the lineup for Tijuana. Tony Gwynn. 2 outs. Apier, the 1-0 pitch. Gwynn, hard liner to Logan. Logan over to Palmeiro. That'll be the third out. We go to the top of 6. Chicago still leads 1-0. So far, Chicago with 4 hits in the game and 1 error committed by them. The Tinfoil Hats have 3 hits and no errors. Welcome, Steve. All right. Palmeiro, Campanella, and Vaughn will all see plate appearances this half of the inning. Here is the 1-2 pitch to Palmeiro. He goes down on strikes. That is the 5th strikeout of the game for Pete Alexander. He'll now face off against Roy Campanella. He's already batting .500 in this game. And Campanella drives this one. This one is deep into left field. Connolly on the run, near the foul line, makes the grab. That's the second out. Bobby Vaughn also batting .500 so far in this game. And he'll go down on strikes. Another big strikeout there for Pete Alexander as we go to the bottom of 6. Gehringer will lead it off for Tijuana, followed by McGuire and Simmons. Gehringer also 1 for 2. And he'll drive this one. Oh, a liner to Vaughn. Vaughn has to stretch up to get that one. Looked like it was going to get over his head, but Vaughn makes a beautiful grab for the first out. McGuire, 1 for 2. McGuire will go down on strikes. That's the 4th strikeout of the game for Kevin Apier. So we're seeing a pretty nice little pitching duel other than that solo shot. Apier to Simmons. Simmons with a pop-up towards shortstop. Logan takes a few steps to his right. He gets under that one. That'll end that inning. We go to the top of 7. Hendrick, Logan, and then back to the top of the lineup for Chicago, Eddie Collins. Hendrick has not had a hit so far in this game. He's going to have a grounder to Pujols. Pujols will pick this one up and run it to the bag for the first out. Here comes Johnny Logan. Johnny Logan was hit by pitch and walked. He still has no official at-bat so far this season. But there is his official at-bat, first official at-bat, a liner to Gehringer for the second out. We go to the top of the lineup. Eddie Collins, 1 for 2. Pete Alexander delivers. Collins drives another one. This is high and deep, but Connolly back will get under this one for the third out. It's a 7th inning stretch. All right, we're back from the 7th inning stretch. Chicago leads 1-0 here in the bottom of 7. 4 hits still for Chicago and that 1 error. Tijuana with 3 hits. Chicago has left 6 on base, while Tijuana has left 4 on base. Pujols to lead it off for Tijuana, followed by Boyer and Thompson. Apier looking strong instead. Pujols with a hard grounder to Palmeiro, who picks this one up, runs it to the bag, and that'll be the first out. Ken Boyer steps back up to the plate. Hitless so far. He'll take the pitch, and this is going to get a grounder towards second base. Logan will come over, field that cleanly, get it to Palmeiro for the second out for Bobby Thompson, who now comes in. 1 for 2 so far in this game.
Time.
And we have a rain delay. Oh boy, that's going to put a little strain on the pitchers unless they call this game. It's probably at an official point already. All right. Well, they did not. It was a 37-minute rain delay. Welcome back. Apier is now tired thanks to that, but Alexander is still looking strong. So let's see if they're going to replace Apier here as he still faces off against Thompson. And they are. Hoyt Wilhelm is coming in to pitch. Hoyt Wilhelm with a 1.99 ERA from the season that he comes from, only allowing a 2.02 average against. He also struck out 95 batters from the season that he represents. Wilhelm delivers to Thompson. Thompson takes this one into right field and gets down in front of Hendrick for a two-out single. As now Al Dark comes up. Al Dark had 88 RBIs from his season, but he's 0 for 1 tonight. Now he's facing off against a brand new pitcher. Seeing Wilhelm for the first time. Wilhelm delivers. High fly ball into center field. McGee to his left. Under that, to end the inning, we go to the top of 8 in a still very close game, 1-0. We will see McGee, Martinez, and Gordon all up to bat. Hello, Aaron. Welcome to the game. Alexander is going to deliver this to McGee. McGee right back to the mound. Alexander able to get to that one and throws over to Pujols for the first out. Edgar Martinez now 0 for 2. And he'll take this one into left center field. We got a couple guys on the run. Is anybody get to it? It's off the wall. Connolly fields it off the wall. A double. First double for Edgar Martinez for the season for him. So a runner on second with 1 out for Sid Gordon. Sid Gordon, who is hitless 0 for 2 tonight, batting fourth in the lineup. Simmons is going to go out and talk to Alexander. And here's the pitch to Gordon. Gordon is going to get this down near second. Wow, what a fantastic play by Gehringer, but no, he makes a bad throw. Gehringer makes a terrible throw to Pujols. They're going to charge him with that error on that throwing error. And just like that, the runner rounds third, comes home. Chicago now with a 2-0 lead over Tijuana. So Gordon on first, not taking a very big lead as Rafael Palmeiro steps up. Still only 1 out. Alexander with 101 pitches, looking a little tired now. And Palmeiro is going to get this one into right field for a single. Runners on first and second for Campanella. The pitch to Campanella. And Campanella, liner to Dark at short. Makes that grab. That's the second out. Both runners will hold at first and second. Bobby Vaughn, who does have a hit, he singled to center back in the second inning. And this one he's going to, this is going to go foul down third baseline. He'll get another shot at this. It's a full count to Vaughn. Here comes the pitch from Alexander. And Vaughn into left field. Connolly is able to get to that for the third out and save any more runs from coming home. Chicago now leading 2-0 here in the bottom of 8. Connolly, the last batter lineup for Tijuana. Then they'll go back to the top lineup where Gwynn and Gehringer will all be due up. Connolly 0 for 1, takes the pitch, and it's going to be a grounder to Collins. Collins fields it, throws to Palmeiro. That's the first out. Tony Gwynn 0 for 2 so far. Top of the lineup for Tijuana. This is, past the mound. Collins able to get to this one near second base. Fires to first for the second out. And Charlie Gehringer, 1 for 3 in the game, takes the pitch, and it's going to be a grounder to Logan at short. He fires one. It's going to be a close play. Oh, and another error, this time by Rafael Palmeiro at first. He did not make the grab on a nice throw from Logan, allowing Gehringer. So that is the third error of this game, the second by Chicago. All right, Wilhelm will now face off against Mark McGuire. Garinger takes a little bit of a lead. Oh, this gets past Campanella. That's going to allow Garinger to get to second. They're going to charge that one as a wild pitch off of Wilhelm. Wilhelm with 19 pitches. Got plenty of time to go. Fires to McGuire. McGuire back to the mound. Wilhelm makes a fantastic play near the mound. Gets it to first for that final out. We're going to the top of 9. Chicago leads by 2. Chicago trying to add to their lead. Give them some cushion. But Hendrick is going to go down. That's the 7th strikeout by Alexander. Let's get rid of that. Okay. And Alexander is still staying in the game. He's got 118 pitches thrown so far. Looks like he's a little fatigued. Even kept warm during that rain delay, but he's not. Oh, there it is. Jesse Barnes coming in to relieve here in the top of 9 for Pete Alexander. Let's take a quick look at Barnes. Barnes with a 139 ERA, 3 wins, no losses. Barnes will deliver to Logan. Logan, grounder to Dark. Dark fires across to Pujols. He'll make the grab. That'll be the second out. Eddie Collins back up to plate. Leadoff man for Chicago.
Ball 4.
And Collins gets the walk from Barnes. So a 2-out walk puts that runner on first, taking a big lead for Willie McGee. Willie McGee 1 for 4 tonight. Barnes looks over at Collins at first. Collins is off and running. Simmons makes the throw to Dark. Not in time. He's under the tag. Stolen base number 1 this season. Eddie Collins is doing everything this game. Stolen base, home run, makes a great play at second. All right, here's the pitch to McGee.
Strike 3.
Oh, and down goes McGee. That'll end that inning. No hits, no runs. We go to the bottom of 9. Tijuana 3 outs away from losing this game. Simmons is going to lead it off for Tijuana. He's 0 for 3 so far tonight. Here's the pitch, and it's a grounder to Palmeiro, who picks this up, takes it to the bag himself. That'll be the first out. 2 outs left for Tijuana. Pujols 0 for 3. 37 home runs from his season he comes from. He's going to drive this one deep into center field, but McGee, it goes off of the wall, over McGee's head, off the wall. That's a double for Pujols, his first double of the season. 2-out double now for Ken Boyer. 1 out. Boyer off 0 for 3. And this is a grounder to Collins at second. The way Collins is playing, he's definitely not going to be making any errors. Pujols, though, will advance to third as Collins will make that second out at first. Bobby Thompson, 2 for 3. He is having a pretty decent night at the plate. This could be the last out, or he's going to keep this inning alive. Let's see what happens here.
Ball 4.
And he's going to get walked. So now the tying run on first for Al Dark, who's 0 for 2. Al Dark has 88 RBIs and a 300 batting average from the season he comes from. Campanella out to talk to Wilhelm. Dark trying to look for some light here. And, this is going to be driven into left field. Gordon, is this going to go over Gordon's head? And it does. Oh, no, it's a walk-off home run in the bottom of the 9th inning. You have got to be kidding me. Oh, my. Chicago owned that game Oh, no. They owned that game the entire way. And just like that, you know what? I think it's a conspiracy. I think the tinfoil hats think it's a conspiracy. Something went wrong there. I think it was somebody was paid off. Wow, wow, wow. What an ending to that game. Let's take a quick look at the box score. Both teams with 6 hits. The difference being that 3-run walk-off home run there in the 9th. Chicago making 2 errors did not help them, but Tijuana made an error themselves. Collins, of course, had his home run, leadoff home run. A couple other hits here and there from some other players over for Tijuana. Thompson went 2 for 3. And then, of course, that walk-off home run by Dark. And unreal. Alexander went eight and a third, while Apier went 6 2/3. Well, who do they give the MVP to? Pete Alexander. Pete Alexander, who only gave up 3 hits. I'm sorry. I take that back. I'm sorry. He gave up 6 hits, 1 earned run, and one of those was that home run. 3 walks and 7 strikeouts. That is an unbelievable finish to that game. I am still in shock, but if those are the types of games we're going to see this season, it's going to be a fun season. All right, that is game number 1. Game number 2. Let's see. Game number 2. Well, you know what? Let's do. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll do the other World Series team that lost in the series, and that was Lehigh. This will give us also a chance to see a brand new team this season. Washington Generals comes in as an expansion team to our season this year. We'll see how this goes. This may be a sim, but we'll see what happens here. Carlos, don't go anywhere because we're going to do our game. We're going to see Babe tonight. All right. Well, we're at Comerica Park. That is the home park for the Lehigh Lizards. On the mound for Washington will be Jeff. Okay, I think it's Tesreau. Jeff Tesreau. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong on that one. Cy Young on the mound for Lehigh. That is MV's favorite player of all time. It's 58 degrees, wind speed of 3 miles per hour, left to right.
Play ball.
All right, let's take a quick look at the lineup for the brand new Washington Generals. First baseman D. Fondy will lead it off. Second baseman Larry Doyle will be batting second. Batting third will be center fielder Frank Baumholtz. Carlton Fisk will be the designated hitter. Randy Jackson, the third baseman, will be batting fifth. Right fielder Harold Baines batting sixth. Batting seventh is designated hitter Greg Lazinski. Left fielder Hank Sauer will be batting eighth. I'm sorry, I said Carlton catcher Carlton Fisk would be the batting designated hitter. He's batting in the cleanup spot. My apologies. Shortstop Art Fletcher batting ninth. Leading it off is D. Fondy. He batting 309 from the season that he comes from. Had 18 home runs. He's going to face off against Cy Young. Cy Young with a 1.62 ERA from the season he came from, and 158 strikeouts. He also had 33 wins, 10 losses. Here's the pitch to Fondy, and that's the first strikeout of the game. And Cy Young with the first strikeout of the season against Fondy. That'll bring up Larry Doyle. Larry Doyle with a 321 from his season he comes from and 4 home runs. Cy Young. Doyle will take this one to the left field, and this one's pretty high and pretty deep. Is it going to get over? No, Martinez near the warning track will make the grab. That's the second out. Let's take a quick look at the defense for the Lehigh Lizards. We've got J.D. Martinez in left field, Willie Mays in center field, and Gus Bell in right field. At first is Ted Kluszewski. Ted Kluszewski at first. Craig Biggio will be playing second. Ozzie Smith at short. Ken Caminiti will be playing third. Behind the plate, catching tonight will be Bill Freehand. All right, Frank Baumholtz batting 306 from his season and 3 home runs. And he'll drive this one into right field. Bell will come up, make the grab. That'll be the third out. We go to the bottom of 1. The batting order for the Lehigh Lizards. Second baseman Craig Biggio to lead it off. Designated hitter Jeff Bagwell will be batting second. Third baseman Ken Caminiti will be batting third. First baseman Ted Kluszewski, excuse me. I'm going to be pronouncing that name wrong so many times tonight. He'll be cleanup spot. Center fielder Willie Mays will be batting fifth. In the sixth spot will be left fielder J.D. Martinez. In the seventh spot, right fielder Gus Bell. Bill Freehan, the catcher, will be batting eighth. And hard-hitting shortstop, of course that's sarcasm, Ozzie Smith in the ninth spot. Move that just a little bit. There we go. Okay, here we go. And now Tesoro on the mound for Washington. He had a 2.29 from his ERA from the season he came from. 19 wins, 16 losses, and 3 saves. 2.18 average against him. He struck out 176 batters. He's going to face it off against Biggio, who batted 2.88 from his season and had 15 home runs. Biggio with a blooper down to second base. Doyle will fire over to Fondy. That's going to be the first out, as we'll see Jeff Bagwell step up to the plate. Bagwell with a 3.15 average from his season and 31 home runs. Tesoro will deliver. This is going to be a grounder to Jackson. Jackson all the way across the diamond to Fondy. That's going to be the second out. We'll take a quick look at the defense for the Washington Generals. In left field, Hank Sauer. In center field is Frank Baumholtz. And in right field is Harold Baines. At first is Dee Fondy. Larry Doyle at second. Art Fletcher at shortstop. We just saw Randy Jackson at third make that second out. And behind the plate catching is Carlton Fisk. All right, here comes Ken Caminiti, the third baseman for the Lehigh Lizards, batting .326 from his season and 40 home runs. But he's going to go down on strikes. We go to the top of 2. We're going to see Fisk, Jackson, and Baines all due up for Lehigh. Young delivers to Fisk. Fisk with a grounder to Caminiti. Caminiti over to first. And that is an easy glove for this first out. Randy Jackson, not of the American Idol fame, is now up to bat, batting .285 from his season and 19 home runs. The pitch to Jackson. Jackson with a grounder to Smith. Smith over to Kluszewski at first. And that's the second out. I think I got the name that right that time. Of course, after that, I screwed everything up. Here comes Harold Baines batting .280 from his season. 20 home runs. And Young delivers to Baines over Biggio's head at second into center field. But that is caught by Willie Mays for the third out. We go to the bottom of 2. And Kluszewski will lead it off for the Lizards. He'll be followed up by Mays and then Martinez. Kluszewski drives this one into right field. Baines near the wall will make that grab. Up comes Willie Mays. Willie Mays batting .296 from his season. 47 home runs from the season that Willie Mays is representing. Tesoro will deliver to Mays. Mays drives this one out. Oh, this is going to go deep into left field. Sauer at the corner makes that grab. Boy, that was a close one. That might have been a home run already for Mays, but Sauer makes that in the corner there for the second out as J.D. Martinez now steps up to the plate. He's batting .303 from his season with 45 home runs. So here in the middle of the lineup for the Lehigh, we've got a lot of home run hitters, or a lot of hitters with big numbers of home runs. Whatever. Martinez is going to get walked by Tesoro with two outs, and that'll bring up Gus Bell. Gus Bell batting .300 from his season and 30 home runs. The pitch to Bell. This is going to be into left field. It's going to get down for a double. Sauer tries to throw him out at second, but Bell beats it out. So a big double will move Martinez to third. He'll have to hold. He was not able to make it home. For Bill Freehan now. 2 outs, runners on second and third. Bill Freehan with .282 average, 20 home runs. Delivers, and he's going to go down on strike. So, wow, what a big out there to end that inning. 2 runners there in scoring position, but they get out of that. 1 hit, no runs. All right, Lazinski, Sauer, and Fletcher all due up here for the Washington Generals. Young delivers to Lazinski, and he goes down on strikes as a second strikeout for Cy Young in this game. He'll now face off against Sauer. Sauer with a .263 average and 19 home runs. from his season. He'll drive this one high into center field. Mays to his left, gets under that one, and that'll be the second out. Art Fletcher, 254 batting average with 3 home runs from his season. The ninth batter of the lineup for Washington Generals. It's a grounder to Smith. Smith to Kluszewski, and that'll be the third out. We go to the bottom of 3. Ozzie Smith will lead it off for Lehigh. Then we go back to the top of the lineup for Biggio and Bagwell. Tesreau will deliver to Smith. Smith, a grounder to Fondy. Fondy picks it up, carries it to the bag. That'll be the first out. Biggio now back up to the plate. He is 0 for 1, and it's a little dribbler past the mound. Fletcher has to come up and field that one. He does not make the throw, though. I guess he felt he wasn't going to get it in time. Biggio is safe, taking a huge lead now off of first as Jeff Bagwell waiting for the pitch. Tesreau looks over at first. There goes Biggio. Fisk delivers to Doyle, but not in time. Under the tag. Stolen base number 1 for Craig Biggio. 1 out. 0-1 pitch to Bagwell. Bagwell, high fly ball into shallow center field. Baumholtz will come up and grab that one. Biggio will have to hold at 2. 2 outs now for Ken Caminiti. Runner on second. Ken Caminiti has 130 RBIs from the season he comes from. And this is going to be over Doyle's head. It's going to get down. This could be an RBI here. No, Biggio doesn't go. Biggio holding. I guess he felt that was too shallow to test that arm of Baines in right field. So runners on the corners for Kluszewski. He's got 108 RBIs himself from his season that he represents. And it's a dribbler. Tesreau is going to cover the bag as Fondy will pick it up. Underhand toss to Tesreau. That'll end the inning. Once again, the Generals get themselves out of a little bit of a jam with some good defense. We go to the top of 4. We are at the top of the lineup. D. Fondy for the Washington Generals. The 0-2 pitch. Fondy with a grounder to Smith. It's going to be a close play at first. But he's out. Oh, very close play. Smith gets it there in time to Kluszewski to make that out. Larry Doyle now up for the Generals. And another grounder towards Smith. This one, Smith makes a fantastic play on this one. This one wasn't even close. With that great play by Ozzie Smith, Doyle had no chance to get there. Baumholtz now, the third batter in the lineup for the Generals. Young delivers. Baumholtz, another grounder to Ozzie Smith. Ozzie Smith getting lots of action at short. Fires this one to first, and that'll be the third out. All 3 outs there made by Ozzie Smith at short. Mays, Martinez, Bell, all coming to bat this half inning for the Lehigh Lizards. Lehigh Lizards, only team so far to have any kind of hits. They've got 3 hits so far in the game. Washington Generals are still hitless. Tesreau with the 0-1 pitch. Mays, shallow center field. Baumholtz is going to come up and grab that one, and that'll be the first out. All right, we have J.D. Martinez back up to bat. He was walked in the second inning. This time he was struck out by Tesreau. Tesreau actually with more strikeouts than Cy Young so far in this game. He's got 3 strikeouts already against this Lehigh Lizard team. As Gus Bell digs in, he is 1 for 1 so far this game. Tesreau will deliver to Bell. This time, back towards the mound. Tesreau has to come off the mound to his left to get that, and he feels it and fires to 1 in time for the third out. So no hits, no runs, no errors. We go to the top of 5, where we're going to see Fisk, Jackson, and Baines for the Washington Generals. Young delivers to Fisk, and that's going to go foul behind the plate. With the 0-2 pitch, Young delivers, and Fisk, there's the first hit of the season, the first hit of the franchise even. Fisk, mark it down in the record books, fellas. Carlton Fisk got the official first hit of the Washington Generals in the top of the 5th on opening day. Randy Jackson steps up. Fisk not taking much of a lead. Young will deliver. Jackson drives this one to left field. This one is high and deep. over Martinez's head and off the wall. Fisk is going to round third and come home. Double, the first double of the season for Jackson. Mark that down in the record book. Jackson scores the first RBI. Fisk scores the first run for the Washington Generals, brand new team. And Washington with the lead over the Lehigh Lizards. That'll bring up Harold Baines, who's 0 for 1. No outs, and a runner on second. Baines, a liner to Biggio, will make that grab. And Jackson will not go anywhere on that. Greg Lazinski, the seventh batter in the lineup for the Washington Generals. This is a grounder to Caminiti at third. He's going to fire over to one in plenty of time. Jackson is unable to advance. So now 2 outs for Hank Sauer, the left fielder for the Washington Generals. Jackson still on second. And Sauer goes down on strikes to end that inning. We go to the bottom of 5. 1 run came across on 2 hits for the Washington Generals. No errors committed. And Washington now leads this game 1-0. All right, Freehan is going to lead us off for the Lehigh Lizards. He is 0 for 1. Tesreau delivers back. It's a comebacker to Tesreau. He's going to fire over to Fondy in time for the first out. Ozzie Smith, who saw a lot of action an inning ago, now up, the 9th batter in the lineup for Lehigh Lizards. And Smith will get a base hit. It's going to get through between second and third and into shallow left field. Sauer will come up field left and ground. 1 out single for Ozzie Smith. We go to the top of the lineup. Craig Biggio, who is 1 for 2 already in this game. He also has 75 RBIs with that runner on first. There goes Smith, and it looked like a hit and run. Doyle is going to get this one. They're not going to be able to get Smith at second because of that hit and run. They do get Biggio, though, at first. So with 2 outs, Smith standing on second for Jeff Bagwell, who's 0 for 2. Jeff Bagwell, 120 RBIs. And he's going to go down on strikes. Another big strikeout there for Tesreau to end that inning. We're going to go to the top of 6. No runs off of 1 hit for Lehigh Lizards. All right, we are seeing the 9th batter lineup for Washington Generals leading this inning off. And that is Art Fletcher. Art Fletcher waiting for the pitch. Here comes the pitch. Oh, nice. Down the third baseline all the way to the wall. That's probably going to be a double. And it is. Martinez will make the throw back to the cutoff man. Had no chance of getting Art Fletcher at second. Stand-up double for Art Fletcher. That'll bring up the top. D. Fondy, the top of the lineup for the Washington Generals. D. Fondy is 0 for 2. He does have 78 RBIs from the season he comes from. He's going to advance the runner, Fletcher. Biggio makes a fantastic play at second to get to that and get Fondy out at first, but Fletcher able to get to third. So with that runner on third and only 1 out, Washington Generals has a chance to increase their lead here. Doyle, 0 for 2, and it's a dribbler to Biggio. That is going to drive home the RBI, though. Fletcher will come home as Biggio has to go to 1 to get the batter. So 2 outs. Runner came across, and Baumholtz is now up. Baumholtz. Frank. Call him Frank. Frank is up. He's 0 for 2. Young will deliver to Frank. And what a lousy little dribbler to Smith. Smith fires over to Kluszewski. That'll be the 3rd out. We go to the bottom of 6. The Washington Generals lead 2-0. Caminiti due up for the Lehigh Lizards, followed by Kluszewski and Mays.
Strike 3.
Caminiti goes down on strikes. That's the 5th strikeout by Jeff Tesreau. So he's having a nice little performance on the mound as Ted Kluszewski takes the mound, steps up to the plate. Excuse me. That's a grounder up towards second. Doyle will make the be able to get to that and field it in time, get it to Fondy for the 2nd out. Willie Mays, who is 0 for 2 so far in this game. And I have absolutely no idea. I guess that was a hit. I don't know exactly what. I guess it was a hit. I didn't hear the bat. I'm not sure what happened, but it was the 3rd out. So we will move on to the top of 7. Fisk, Jackson, and Baines all due up for the Washington Generals, who hold a 2-0 lead. 4 hits for the Lizards so far through 6. 3 hits for the Washington Generals so far through 6. The difference being the Lizards have left 5 on base, and Washington has only left 1 on base. Here's the pitch from Young to Fisk. And Fisk is going to take the base because Young hit him. Plunked him right in the leg, puts him on base, no outs. Up comes Randy Jackson. Randy Jackson doubled off the wall his very last at-bat. Young will fire over to 1 to try and get Fisk. Fisk back in plenty of time. He's not really taking much of a lead to begin with. Jackson still waiting for the first pitch from Young. Here it comes. Jackson with a high fly ball into left center field. Is this going to get over? Mays at the wall makes a fantastic play. My goodness. Fisk actually tagged up from first to go to second. What amazing play by Willie Mays. That was there. That could have been a home run. I mean, Willie Mays had to go up and steal that one from going over. Wow, what a great play by Willie Mays. But Fisk actually tags on that from first, something you don't see a whole lot of. All right, with 1 out, in comes Harold Baines. Harold Baines with 99 RBIs from his represented season. He's going to get this one to second. This time it was a great play by Biggio, and instead of getting the batter, he takes it over to third and makes a fantastic play. Caminiti gloves it and tags Fisk out, advancing to third. Baines will then make it to first off the fielder's choice. For now, Greg Luzinski stepping up to the plate. We're seeing some good action in these games today. Young delivers to Luzinski. It's a little blooper down to third base. Caminiti fires across the diamond. We go to the 7th inning stretch. And we're back. All right, we are in the bottom of 7th. We're going to see Martinez, Bell, and Freehan all due up for the Lizards. Lizards trail the Washington Generals 2-0. The Lizards with 4 hits, the Washington Generals with 3. 5 left on base for the Lizards, 2 left on base for Washington Generals. Tesreau with 84 pitches so far in this game. He's already struck out 5. Will face off against J.D. Martinez, who's 0 for 1 so far.
Strike 3.
And another strikeout for Tesreau. So Tesreau with a nice opening day appearance here on the mound for the Washington Generals will now face off against Gus Bell. Gus Bell is 1 for 2. Tesreau delivers to Bell. Bell will take this into right field. A liner to Baines, but it's going to get down. Baines is unable to get to it in time. Lands right in front of him. And that is a single, a 1-out single for Bell. Gus Bell. Bill Freehan now up, the 8th batter in the lineup for the Lehigh Lizards. He's 0 for 2. Bell not taking any kind of a lead off the first. The pitch, it's going to be to back. It's a comebacker to Tesreau, and he'll fire to first to get the batter. Meanwhile, Gus Bell will advance to second. Ozzie Smith, the last batter in the lineup for Lehigh Lizards, 1 for 2 so far in this game. Smith with a dribbler down third base towards Jackson. Jackson does not make a good play on it, and because of that, Smith is able to beat out the throw. He bobbled that and able to get that throw out. So runners on the corners now for the Lizards. Well, this looks a little bit familiar. We saw this at the end of the last game when the hit, it was a walk-off home run hit. This time, Craig Biggio, the leadoff man for the Lizards, looking to do something here to bring the Lehigh Lizards back into this game. 2 outs for Biggio. And this is going to get over Doyle's head and down into right center field. Bell will score. Smith will advance to second. It is an RBI single for Biggio. That brings up Jeff Bagwell. The lead cut in half off of that last hit by Biggio. Tesreau delivers this one. This is pretty high and pretty deep. Sauer will give chase to the corner, makes that out. So Washington able to maintain a one-run lead, but the Lehigh Lizards score 1 run off of 3 hits to cut the lead in half. We're going to see batters 8, 9, and then 1 for the Washington Generals. Batter 8 is Hank Sauer. He is 0 for 2 so far in the game. Young delivers a liner to Caminiti. That'll be the first out. Fletcher now up, the last batter lineup. He's 1 for 2 so far for Washington. And Fletcher will take this one high and deep into left field. Martinez with a few steps back will get under that one for the second out. We're back to the top of the lineup for Washington. D. Fondy, who is hitless so far in this game. The pitch. Oh, this is going to be a hit this time. Fondy between second and third. Martinez will come up and field it. So the first hit for Fondy. And that'll bring up Larry Doyle facing 2 outs. Doyle drives this one into shallow center field. Mays will come up easily underneath that high fly ball. For the third out, we go to the bottom of 8. Caminiti, Kluszewski, and Mays all due up for Lehigh. Tesreau with 112 pitches remains on the mound. Manager feels that he's still looking strong there. High pop up into towards second base. Doyle will get under this one. That'll be the first out. Tesreau now with 115 pitches, 6 strikeouts, only 1 walk. The pitch to Kluszewski. It's a grounder to Doyle at second. Doyle makes a fantastic play, gets it to Fondy in time. That is a quick out there. Great play by Larry Doyle. As Willie Mays, who is hitless, 0 for 3 so far in the game. But he's going to get a walk from Tesreau. That's only the second walk of the game for Jeff Tesreau. Tesreau will fire over to 1 to try and get Mays. Mays had a huge lead there, but he does get back in time. That cut that lead off there a little bit. Mays holding it a little closer to the plate. Martinez up to bat, still waiting for his first pitch. Had 104 RBIs in the season that he is representing this year. The pitch from Tesreau. Tesreau with a little blooper towards first. That's going to go foul. That did not go foul. That was a base hit. It was a bunt. It looked like it went foul, but it did not. So Fondy had to come up and field it. Nobody covered the base in time. Martinez able to beat out that bunt. And we have runners on first and second now for the Lehigh Lizards for Gus Bell. Gus Bell, who's 2 for 3. He's having a nice night. Lined a single his last at bat in the 7th. The pitch to Bell. Bell. Well, this is just going to be a high pop up towards second. Doyle isn't even moving. He could have cement in his shoes. And that ball was going right to him. That's the third out. We go to the top of 9. The Washington Lizards, 1 inning away from winning their first game ever as an expansion team. Cy Young still on the mound for the Lehigh Lizards. Has 93 pitches so far. And he'll face off against Frank Baumholtz. Here's the pitch. Baumholtz. Liner to Smith. Smith will glove that one easily for the first out. And we are now to the cleanup man, Carlton Fisk for the Washington Generals. 1 for 2 so far. Here's the pitch. Fisk is going to get a base hit. This is going to get between second and third. And Fisk with a single. That'll bring up Randy Jackson. Yo dog, as Steve said a few minutes ago. Randy Jackson, who's 1 for 3. Fisk not taking a huge lead at first. And Young will strike out Fisk. That is only the 4th strikeout by Cy Young. But it is a strikeout. And now 2 outs for the Washington Generals. And that brings up Harold Baines. 0 for 3 tonight. Young delivers to Baines. And this is going to be a high fly ball into, just into the grass past second base. And Bijou was able to get back to that to make that grab. And that'll be the third out. We go to the bottom of 9. 3 outs away from either Washington winning it, or are we going to see another walk-off game-ending hit? Freehan, batter number 8, will lead it off. for Lehigh. He'll be followed by Smith. And then we go back to the top of the lineup. Craig Biggio. Tesreau delivers to
Whoa, whoa.
Freehand. Oh no, he walks him. That is not what you want to do when you only got a one-run lead here in the ninth inning. It will now face off against Ozzie Smith. So Tesreau now really hoping to get uh, a ground ball that can turn this into a double play. We haven't seen many double plays, if any. I can't even remember we've seen a double play tonight in either game yet. Well, we're going to see what happens here. Oh, now they're going to call time. They're going to pinch hit for Ozzie Smith. Ken Oberkfell is coming into pinch hit. We're not going to be able to look at his stats because once they hit yes, the pitch will be delivered. And there it goes. And Oberkfell delivers high fly ball into center field. Bumholtz near the track will grab this one. Great play on the run by Baumholtz to make that out, because that was going very deep. Tesreau now with 142 pitches, starting to show a little bit of wear, maybe getting a little tired. Runner on first. We're back to the top of the lineup for Lehigh. Craig Biggio, who's 2 for 4, so he's having a heck of a game already. He could be the hometown hero. Tesreau will deliver to Biggio. Oh no, this is going to get past Fisk. Freehand will now advance to second, so the tying run on second. And they're going to call that one a wild pitch. So runner on second now for Biggio, only one out. That was not something that they were hoping for a double play. That takes a double play off the plate. Tesreau will deliver to Biggio. Biggio, this is a fly ball into center field. Baumholtz will come up and grab that one. Freehand goes back to second. No way near deep enough for him to tag and advance to third. So with 2 outs, Freehand standing on second. He represents the tying run of this game. Bagwell, he is 0 for 4 so far in this game. He does have 31 home runs and 120 RBIs from the season that he represents here in season 4 of the Field of Dreams. Tesreau is so far remaining on the mound with 145 pitches. Is he going to try and go the distance and close this game out? He is going to deliver to Bagwell. Bagwell grounded to Fletcher. Fletcher makes a fantastic play at short, fires to Fondy at first. That's the third out. The Washington Generals, the brand new Washington Generals expansion team, comes into Lehigh and takes them out. So both teams from the World Series last year lose their opening day game here in season 4. Washington 2, Lizards 1. Before we go to the box score, let's look at those left on base numbers. 10 batters left on base for the Lizards, only 4 for the Washington Generals. Ouch. 5 hits for Washington, 8 hits for Lehigh, 2 runs for Washington, and of course 1 hit for Lehigh. Batting, no batters hit a home run, but Fisk went 2 for 3 for the Generals. For Lehigh, Biggio went 2 for 5, and Bell went 2 for 4. So a couple of decent hitters over here. No home runs in this game. Tesreau went the distance, 9 innings, allowed 8 hits, only 1 earned run, walked 3, and struck out 6. Fantastic game by Tesreau. He's got a 1.00 ERA. Young, meanwhile, also went the distance. He allowed 5 hits and 2 runs, walked nobody, no walks, and struck out 4. So he had a fantastic game too, even though he was the losing pitcher. 2.00 ERA. I'm assuming we'll go down, but I'm guessing Tesreau will be the MVP. And did I miss it? Did I go too far? Oh, there it is. No, yes, it is. Game MVP is Jeff Tesreau. Great job. Well, congratulations, Jamie. Jamie is back. He is back. He put together a team that comes out on opening day and beats the Lehigh Lizards. My goodness. All right. We are going to take a 1-minute break. I will be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. All right, we're back. I apologize. Sometimes I usually have music queued up or something while I take that little break, but had nothing prepared right now. We're going to try and get in 2 more quick games if we can. I don't normally do this, but I'm doing it tonight. I'm going to do my own game. So we're going to go. Oh, I'm sorry. I said Carlos. I'm not playing Carlos, am I? Well, we're going to play my own game anyways. All right. It's Cleveland at Chico's. All right. Opening day. Chico's moved to Sportsman's Park this year. And Cleveland is going to start Ed Walsh on the mound, while Chico's will start Tom Seaver. It's 70 degrees. Wind speed is 4 miles per hour, left to right.
Play ball.
All right, let's take a quick look at the lineup for Cleveland. Right fielder Dante Bichette will lead it off. Frankie Frisch will be batting, the second baseman will be batting second. Batting third will be left fielder Ellis Burks. Cleanup will be first baseman Andres Galarraga. Batting fifth will be designated hitter Josh Donaldson. The shortstop Travis Jackson will be batting sixth. The third baseman Vinny Castilla will be batting seventh. Clyde Milan, the center fielder, will bat eighth, and in the ninth spot will be Steve Yeager. Tom Seaver will lead it off. Will start it off for Chico's on the mound. He had 22 wins and 9 losses from his season. 2.38 ERA, and struck out 243 batters in the year that he represents. Let's see if he can do anything near that this year. That would be fantastic. He's going to start off against Dante Bichette. Dante Bichette, who batted 313 from his season and hit 31 home runs. Seaver delivers to Bichette. Bichette will pop up towards third, but Hemus, the shortstop, will come over behind Turner to make that play for the first out. Frankie Frisch comes in batting 314 from his season and 5 home runs. Seaver delivers to Frisch. Frisch with a dribbler up the middle over the mound. Scheindienst will come up and grab that one from second and fire over to Ortiz at first for the second out. Let's take a quick look at the defense for the Chico Whalesbonds. We have Goose Goslin in left field. We have Dutch Zwilling in center field and Vladimir Guerrero in right field. David Ortiz is playing first. Red Scheindienst is playing second. Solly Hemus, gotta love that name, is at shortstop. Justin Turner is on third, and Johnny Bench is behind the plate, receiving the pitches from Tom Seaver. All right, Ellis Burks now up for Cleveland, batting 344 from his season, and he had 40 home runs the year he comes from. Seaver's delivered to Burks. Burks, he takes this one into left field. Goslin doesn't really have to move. He'll get under that one. That'll be the first out. We go to the bottom of one for the Chico Whalesbonds. The lineup looks like this. Goose Goslin will lead it off. Art Wilson is going to be the designated hitter. Justin Turner, the third baseman, will be batting third. Vladimir Guerrero, the right fielder, batting fourth. First baseman David Ortiz batting fifth. Johnny Bench batting sixth. Second baseman Red Scheindienst will batting seventh. Shortstop Solly Hemus batting eighth. And in the ninth spot is Dutch Zwilling. Ed Walsh on the mound for Cleveland. He had 24 wins, 18 losses, and 4 saves from his season that he represents. He struck out 206. So a couple of big strikeout pitchers on the mound tonight. Ed Walsh will deliver to Goose Goslin, who batted 353 average from his season and 17 home runs. Goslin will over Jackson's head. So a leadoff single for Goose Goslin. as Art Wilson, he's a catcher, batting as a designated hitter in this game. 305 average, 7 home runs, 31 RBIs. Goslin not taking much of a lead off of first. Walsh will deliver to Wilson. He's going to try and bunt to advance the runner. He does advance the runner, but he's out at first off that bunt. So Goslin now at second for Justin Turner. Justin Turner batting 322 from his season. 21 home runs and 71 RBIs. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he gets hit by Walsh right in the midsection. That's going to be a little stinger there for Turner. Men on first and second now for Vladimir Guerrero, who batted 317 his season. 32 home runs and 108 RBIs. Walsh delivers to Guerrero. Guerrero will take this one into center field. This is going to get down for a double. And that'll drive in the first run of the game. Goose Goslin comes home while Turner holds up at third. Big RBI double for Vladimir Guerrero. David Ortiz now up, batting 300 from his season, 47 home runs and 148 RBIs. Ed Walsh will deliver to Ortiz. And this is going to be a base hit over the second base. And that'll drive in an RBI. So an RBI single. Well, we'll see how this goes after a couple innings. We may be zoom in this one as Johnny Bench steps up. Johnny Bench batting 283, 28 home runs and 110 RBIs. Runners on first and third for Chicos. Walsh will deliver to Bench, and Bench will go down on strikes for the second out. And that'll bring up Red Scheindinst, the second baseman for Chicos. He's batting 342 from his season with 15 home runs and 79 RBIs. Walsh will deliver the 1-1 pitch. Scheindinst will drive this one into high pop-up, into high fly ball rather, into center field. Milan comes up and to his left to make the third out. We go to the top of 2. Chicos leads 2-0. Galarraga, Donaldson, and Jackson all due up for Cleveland. Galarraga with a 304 average and 47 home runs. Goes down on strikes from Seaver. That'll be the first strikeout for Tom Seaver in this game. Josh Donaldson batting 297, 41 home runs. He's going to get walked, so Seaver with a strikeout and a walk in this inning. Now faces off against Travis Jackson. Travis Jackson with a 327 average and 51 RBIs, 8 home runs. There goes Donaldson. Jackson, that was a hit and run. Jackson takes this one into center field, is willing to his left, and will make the grab. Donaldson has to run all the way back to first. That'll be 2 outs now for Cleveland as Vinny Castilla steps up, batting 304 and 40 home runs. And Castilla takes this one into right center field. Zwilling on a run from center field is going to make the play. It looked like Guerrero was a lot closer, but Zwilling makes a fantastic running grab to get that out, almost into right field. Got a little bit of speed there for Zwilling, I guess. And we are going to the bottom of 2. And that's going to bring up Salihimus. I know, David, but I'm pronouncing as a German, and in German it would be pronounced differently. So you have to apologize that I'm not pronouncing the way that his name is normally pronounced. All right, Holly Seamus comes in with a 279 average and 14 home runs. And he's going to go down on strikes. That'll be the second strikeout of the game for Ed Walsh. Dutch Zwilling, who just made that fantastic play from center field for the third out, now due up with a 286 average and 13 home runs. And he'll go down on strikes. So 3 strikeouts already for Ed Walsh so far in this game. Will now face off against the leadoff batter, Goose Goslin, who got a hit his first at bat. And Goose Goslin's going to get another hit. He's going to be 2 for 2 tonight. He takes this one into right and to left field. It's going to get down in front of Burks. So a 2-out single for Goslin as Art Wilson comes back up. Art Wilson got hit by the pitch, his last at bat. The pitch from Walsh, and Wilson, this is going to be a pop-up into foul territory, down third baseline. Castilla gives chase. No, that's going to go home as a souvenir for somebody. Wilson now with a 2-2 count. And he's going to go down on strike. So, wow, Ed Walsh really bearing down on the mound to get those outs. We go to the top of 3. Clyde Milan will lead it off for Cleveland. He'll be followed by Yeager. Then they'll go back to the top of the lineup for Bichette. Clyde Milan batted .288 his season with 2 home runs. Seaver delivers. Milan will take this one into right field. Vladimir Guerrero not even moving. And high fly ball to Guerrero for the first out. Steve Yeager now steps up, batting only .203 from his season with 15 home runs. Seaver will deliver to Yeager. Yeager, hard grounder to Scheindienst. And I know I keep saying it wrong, but he'll throw over to Ortiz for the second out. Seaver to Bichette. Bichette with a .313 average, 31 home runs. Bichette will take this one into center field. Zwilling comes up and to his right makes the third out. We go to the bottom of 3. Chico still leads by 2. Turner, Guerrero, and Ortiz all due up for Chico's. And Turner is going to drive this one into deep left field. Burks will give chase, and he'll make the grab for the first out. Vladimir Guerrero, who's 1 for 1. He'll take the pitch, and this is going to be a high pop-up into foul territory. Frischel from second is going to get this one in foul territory. Big running grab to make that out by Frisch. Ortiz, who's also 1 for 1, takes the pitch, and he'll take this one into right field. Bichette doesn't move. Fly ball to Bichette for the third out. We go to the top of 4. Frankie Frisch, Burks, and Galarraga all due up. Seaver delivers to Frisch, and he'll draw the walk. So Seaver with 2 walks already so far in this game and only 1 strikeout now faces off against Burks. There goes Frisch. Bench is going to fire to Scheindienst at second, and he was caught stealing. That was the first player we've seen caught stealing in today's games. So big throw there by Bench. Great defensive play to get that runner. And that brings up Ellis Burks, still at the mound, facing a 2-1 count. And now with 1 out. And he's going to get walked. If they were a little patient, they would have had 2 runners on with no outs. Galarraga now 0 for 1. Seaver struggling on the mound. Throws over to 1. Burks not showing any kind of sign of holding any closer. He's still taking a big lead at first. Here's the pitch from Seaver, but Burks does not go. And another walk. That's the 4th walk by Seaver. Not looking good so far. Donaldson now at the plate. And this is going to be a pop-up towards third. Turner under this one. Doesn't even really move. He'll make that one out. That one for the second out. As Travis Jackson is now up. Seaver delivered to Jackson. And he'll strike him out. That'll end that inning. Put himself in a little bit of trouble there, but he got out of it. And we go to the bottom of 4. Johnny Bench will lead it off for Chico's. And he gets walked. So that was the first walk of the game for Ed Walsh. Johnny Bench taking a nice little lead there as Red Scheindienst comes in. And there goes Bench. Yeager. It was a hit and run. It looked like. Okay, it was a hit and run. Bench is able to get it to hoof it out to second, but the batter, Red, is out at first off the hit and run. So Bench on second with 1 out for Solly Hemus. He's got 61 RBIs from his season, but he's going to go down on strikes. That's the 5th strikeout for Ed Walsh. So Ed Walsh putting on the better pitching performance in tonight's game. Will now face off against the 9th batter in the lineup for Chico's, Zwilling. Zwilling is going to get this one over Frisch's head at second. Bench is going to round third. Poor play by Milan. Should just allow that run to score, and it does. Zwilling with a single, RBI single. Chico's goes up by 3. We may zoom a little bit here at the end of this inning. Goose Gosselin, who's 2 for 2. And that's going to be past Yeager, allowing Zwilling to get to second. That's a wild pitch. So we have not seen a pass ball. Every time that's happened, it's been a wild pitch so far in 3 games. And here's the pitch to Gosselin. And this is going to get into center field. And Zwilling is going to round third, and he's coming home. An RBI single for Gosselin. All right, so after the end of this inning, we're going to zoom it a little bit and see what happens. No sense in if it's going to be like this, we don't want to hang out. We can watch other games. Walsh delivers to Wilson. Wilson takes this one in high, fly ball into left field. This one's high and deep, and oh my, a 2 RBI shot for Art Wilson, 384 feet into left field. Home run number 1 for Art Wilson. Still waiting for that third out. Turner now up, and this is going to be the third out. Walsh is going to cover the base. Galarraga will field it and get it to him for that third out. We are going to zoom just a little bit. And we're going to go ahead and zoom it all the way to, I'll tell you, we'll do the end of 7th. And it's 9-2, so we are going to zoom the rest of this game. We're not even going to bother. We'll just go ahead and zoom this to the end of the game. Chico's wins 10-2, 15 hits for Chico's, 4 for Cleveland. Walsh went 4 innings pitch. Harper with 4. Seaver went the distance, ended up striking 5 out, walking 5. That was terrible. Wasn't the best game that we saw tonight for sure. We're going to see another one, but everybody, I'm going to need 5 minutes. I apologize. I am dog sitting. Give me 5 minutes. We're going to come back and pick one of these games to play. And it'll be maybe the last game of the night, but I've got to walk this dog. Give me 5 minutes. All right, I'm back. I hope we still have an audience here. And we're going to do the Liverpool D-Gens game. That should be a nice little matchup. I apologize for that, guys. All right, we're at Navin Field, home field for the D-Gens. Liverpool 1, Marischal will start for Liverpool, while Addy Joss will be on the mound for the D-Gens. It's 56 degrees, 5 miles per hour left to right.
Play ball.
All right, quick look at the lineup here for Liverpool. Batting first is going to be second baseman Joe Morgan. Batting second will be designated hitter Roger Bresnahan. Batting third will be left fielder Ryan Braun. In the cleanup spot will be third baseman Chipper Jones. Batting fifth, center fielder Mike Trout. Catcher Mike Piazza bat six. Joey Votto, first baseman, will be batting seventh. Shortstop Archie Vaughn will bat eighth, while right fielder Mookie Betts will be the ninth batter in the lineup for Liverpool. They're going to face off against Addy Joss, who was 27 wins, 11 losses, and 2 saves. He also had a 234 average against and struck out 127 batters from the season that he represents. And we are getting a lot of text here on the Discord. Apologize for that. All right. Joe Morgan leads it off. He's batted 327 in his season. Had 17 home runs. Liverpool is owned by one of our commissioners, Big Clue, and the D-Gens owned by Mike Silva, who did a great job. All of these fields that you've seen tonight, with the exception of the one game against Lehigh, were created by Mike. Mike did all of the artwork on these fields. He's done a fantastic job. So if you happen to stumble across this stream and you own the game, take a look at finding his parks, or stop by or ask, and we'll get you these parks, because they are really nice to look at when you're playing the game. All right. Joss will face off against Joe Morgan. Joe Morgan, a grounder to Lajoie at short. He'll fire to Hernandez at first, and that'll be the first out. Bresnahan now steps up to the plate. And you know what? Give me a second. I'm going to mute this. Oh, I have it muted. What's going on? Oh, I'm getting some messages here for. Okay, so we are going to only play this game. That was the only game I was going to finish playing out anyways, to be honest with you. I'm only doing 4. I can't go past 4. My throat will never make it. Apparently somebody or some people are saying that there's something wrong with the lineups. I don't have any clue how. We checked everything before we started. But we're going to quit anyways after today. We weren't going to do any more games. We're going to see everybody's team over this weekend on opening day as it is. So Roger Bresnahan now up, the second batter for Lehigh. 204 average, only 1 home run. Joss delivers to Bresnahan. He bunts this one. Joss will come off the mound to field it and get it to Hornsby, who covers the bag at first for the second out. Ryan Braun, batting .332 and 33 home runs, takes the pitch from Joss and drives this one into deep center field. Cobb gives chase and makes the grab. Let's take a quick look at the lineup for the D-Gens. In center field, we just saw Ty Cobb make that last out. He'll lead it off for the D-Gens. First baseman Keith Hernandez batting second. Shortstop Napoleon Lajoie will bat third. Designated hitter Brady Anderson will bat fourth. Left fielder Manny Ramirez batting fifth. Sam Crawford, the right fielder, will batting sixth. Second baseman Rogers Hornsby batting seventh. Batting eighth, third baseman Chris Bryant. And in the last spot in the lineup is catcher Yadier Molina. On the mound, Juan Marischal, 21 wins, 8 losses, 206 strikeouts. He's going to face off first against Ty Cobb. Ty Cobb with a .369 average and 3 home runs. He delivers to Cobb. Cobb will take this one into center field for a single. Leadoff single for Ty Cobb. for the D-Gens. That brings up Keith Hernandez, 306 and 8 home runs. Marischal over to first to try and get Cobb. Cobb with a big lead. Gets back in time. Still with a big lead at first. Marischal loses. There goes Cobb. Piazza will fire to Vaughn at short, covering the bag. And he catches Ty Cobb stealing the bag. That is the first out of this half inning. Keith Hernandez with the 0-1 pitch. It's a grounder to Jones. He'll fire over to Votto, and he'll make the grab at first. Let's take a quick look at the defense, which we did not see on D-Gen, so we'll do that in the next inning. Ryan Braun in left field, Mike Trout in center field, and Mookie Betts will be in right field. Joey Votto at first, Little Joe Morgan at second, Archie Vaughn at shortstop, Chipper Jones at third, and behind the plate catching for Marischal is Mike Piazza. So with one out for Nap Lajoie, batting .426 average from his season. Goodness gracious. And 14 home runs. Here's the pitch to Lajoie. Lajoie is going to drive this one into deep right field, and it is gone. The first home run of the season for Nap Lajoie. Big 375-foot shot. Somebody I'm not going to be looking forward to playing against this season. And he's in my division. Brady Anderson now steps up, batting .297, and he had 50 home runs. Wow. Marischal delivers to Anderson. This is going to be hard. Back to Marischal. Marischal, it's going to be a close play at Votto. Oh, no, Votto cannot hold it. He drops it. Error on Votto to allow Anderson on the bag. So 2 outs now as Manny Ramirez steps up, batting .292. He had 45 home runs from his season. Here's the pitch to Ramirez. He's going to take this one deep into left field. Braun back, makes the grab. And that'll be the third out as we go to the top of 2. The D-Gens from Upcountry 1, Liverpool 0. Jones, Trout, and Piazza all due up. For Liverpool, Joss delivers. Jones gets struck out by Joss. That's the first strikeout of the game for Addy Joss. Mike Trout now steps up. Here's the pitch to Trout. And he's going to get walked by Joss. By the way, I did not get to look at his stats. .299 average for him and 41 home runs for Mike Trout in the season he comes from. Let's take a quick look at the defense, which we didn't do before. In left field is Manny Ramirez. Center field is Ty Cobb. And Sam Crawford in right field. Keith Hernandez on first. Rogers Hornsby on second. Nap Lajoie at shortstop. And Chris Bryant at third. Behind the plate, catching for Addy Joss is Yadier Molina. Now up is Mike Piazza, who bats .336 from his season, 36 home runs. Josh delivers to Piazza. Piazza will drive this one into right field over Hornsby's head and down in front of Crawford. Hornsby, with a poor play on that one, allowed that hit to happen. And runners on first and second now for Liverpool, who is down by a run, looking to tie up the game. Votto now up. Takes this one. It's a grounder. Josh is going to come off the mound and get him at first. No, he does not make the throw in time. By the way, Joey Votto, who was batting .309 from his season and 29 home runs, not in time. It's an infield single. So that'll load the bases for Archie Vaughn, who batted .300, had 7 home runs and 95 RBIs. Only 1 out. Josh will deliver to Vaughn. And he'll strike him out. That was a big strikeout with bases loaded. Really needed that one for the D-Gens, as Mookie Betts, .264 average, 24 home runs and 102 RBIs, now steps up, batting 9th in the lineup. Here's the pitch to Betts, and Betts is going to get this into right field past Hornsby. 1 run comes in. Here comes Piazza. 2 run comes in. Crawford throws home. Nowhere near in time. 2 runs come across. Liverpool now takes the lead, 2-1. 2 outs, runners on first and second. We go to the top of the lineup. Joe Morgan now up for Liverpool. Here's the pitch to Morgan. Morgan with a pop-up over the plate, and Molina just stands up and will glove this one for the third out. We go to the bottom of one, where D-Gens now trails by one. I'm sorry, the bottom of two, where D-Gens trails by one. Crawford, Hornsby, and Bryant all due up for the D-Gens. Crawford with a .299 average from his season and 4 home runs. Marichal delivers to Crawford. Crawford drives this one deep into right field. Betts is going to give chase, and he'll make the grab for the first out. Rogers Hornsby, 318, 8 home runs. The pitch for Marichal, so no one pitch. And Hornsby tried to bat a bunch his way on, but that one's going to go foul. 0-2 pitch, 0-2 count now against Hornsby. And this is going to be a base hit into center field. So with the 0-2 count, he's able to drive that one off of Marichal into center field for a one-out single as Chris Bryant, the 8th batter in the lineup, now steps up. He's batting .295 with 29 home runs. Bryant takes this one into deep left field. This one is high. This one is deep. Braun gives chase. It's off the wall. That's going to be a double. Hornsby around third. This game is all knotted back up. Chris Bryant with a stand-up double. 1 out, man on second for Yadier Molina, the 9th batter in the lineup for the D-Gens. Marichal delivers to Molina, and he's going to go down on strikes. That's the second out for Ty Cobb. Ty Cobb, who's already 1 for 1, back up to bat. And here's the pitch to Cobb. And Cobb is going to get another base hit. This one is going to get down into center field. Bryant will round third. And no throw by Trout home. He's got a strong enough arm, but I guess he didn't think he could make it. He'll hold Cobb at first, but now the D-Gens take the lead. 3-2. Keith Hernandez now up for the D-Gens. Runner on first. There goes Cobb. Piazza will fire to Vaughn, who's going to cover the bag. Not in time. Ty Cobb under that tag. Stolen base number 1 for Ty Cobb. Marichal with the 0-1 count against Hernandez will deliver. Hernandez takes this one over Vaughn's head into left field. Trout will come over there and field it. Cobb is going to round the base. It's going to be a throw home. It's going to be close. And he's caught. Molina tags him for the third out. That'll end that inning. That was a nice, exciting inning. We go to the top of 3 where Liverpool now trails by 1. Liverpool with 3 hits and 2 runs. Meanwhile, D-Gens 6 hits and 3 runs. Bresnahan due up here for Liverpool. There's the pitch from Joss, and he'll go down on strikes. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game for Addy Joss. He's now going to face off against Ryan Braun. And that's the strike. That's a strikeout against Ryan Braun. So that'll be the 4th strikeout in the game for Addy Joss as he now faces off against Chipper Jones. The pitch from Joss. Well, Joss is going to drive this one into deep right field. Crawford gives chase at the line. He'll make the grab. That's the 3rd out. We go to the bottom of 3. We're going to see Lajoie, Anderson, and Ramirez all for the D-Gens. Lajoie goes down on strikes. That's the 2nd strikeout of the game for Marichal. Now facing off against Brady Anderson. Brady Anderson's going to take this one into right field. Betts is going to give chase. This is going to get over Betts' head, off the wall. Anderson with a stand-up double, his 1st of the season. This is the hitting game that we've been waiting for. All of the hits are definitely coming in this game from both teams. Marichal will deliver to Ramirez. Ramirez will take this one deep into left field. But Braun is going to get to this one in the corner. Anderson will have to retreat and hold up at second. 2 outs now for the D-Gens. Runner on second. Here comes Sam Crawford. Marichal will deliver to Crawford. It's the 1-1 pitch. Trout has to give chase, come up on this one, and he gets to it in time. And that's the 3rd out. We go to the top of 4. We will see batters 5, 6, and 7 all due up for Liverpool. Leading that off is going to be Mike Trout. Mike Trout takes this one into center field over Hornsby's head. Cobb makes a diving, sliding catch to make that out. What a beautiful play by Ty Cobb. That looked like a big hit there. That brings up Piazza. Piazza is 1 for 1 so far tonight. And Piazza, oh, what a shot by Piazza. This one is long gone. They're still looking for this one as he'll touch them all. 349-footer. First home run of the season for Mike Piazza, and we are all knotted up again. This will bring up Joey Votto, who's 1 for 1. The pitch to Votto. Votto's going to get walked by Joss. That's the second walk of the night for Addy Joss. So Votto on first, not taking much of a lead. Here comes Arky Vaughn. And Vaughn will take this one to Lajoie. Lajoie will fire to Hornsby, covering the bag. Try to turn 2. That's the first double play I think we've even seen attempted tonight, but not in time. Vaughn will get it there on the fielder's choice. 2 outs. Mookie Betts 1 for 1. And Voss is going to try and get Vaughn at first. Vaughn gets back in time, holds him a little closer now. Joss to Betts. Betts back to the mound. Joss will pick that up. Fire to Hernandez. That's going to be the third out. We go to the bottom of 4. 3-3. Liverpool D-Gens. Hornsby to lead it off. He's 1 for 1 in the game. Marichal will deliver to Hornsby. It's a 0-2 pitch. Hornsby's going to take this one into shallow right. Betts up to grab it for the first out. That brings up Chris Bryant. He's 1 for 1. Chris Bryant goes down on strikes. That's the third strikeout of the game for Juan Marichal. Marichal now to face off against Yadier Molina, the 9th batter in the lineup for the D-Gens. Marichal delivers a 1-0 pitch. Molina's going to take this one into center field. Oh, it's a throw to second. Not in time. It's a double for Yadier Molina. We go back to the top of the lineup. Ty Cobb, who's already 2 for 2, lined a single in the first and then singled in the second. And he's already up again here in the 4th with a runner on second and 2 outs. Marichal to Cobb. Strikes him out. Big strikeout against the hard-hitting Cobb, who's having a heck of a night already. And we go to the top of 5, where we're going to have Joe Morgan, the leadoff man for Liverpool, start this half of the inning. Joss delivers to Morgan. Morgan into left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Morgan with a single. He rounded first, but no way was he getting the second on that one. Roger Bresnahan now up 0 for 2. Morgan taking a nice lead off of first. Joss will fire to 1 and picks him off. Morgan too far off the base, did not get back in time. Hernandez able to tag him. Wow, we are seeing some great plays in all these games tonight. 1 out now for Bresnahan. Joss will deliver to Bresnahan. Bresnahan will take this one into center field. Cobb to his right. Gets under that. That'll be the second out. Ryan Braun steps up. 0 for 2. Here's the pitch to Braun. Braun with a hard grounder. Lajoie goes deep into the hole for that one. Makes it to Hernandez in time for the third out. We go to the bottom of 5 for the D-Gens upcountry. Hernandez, and that is Keith Hernandez, will lead it off. The 2-2 pitch to Hernandez, and he's going to take this one deep and over the wall in right center field. Wow, another big home run tonight. 400-footer for Keith Hernandez, his first of the season. Here's another hard-hitting, big offensive game. Now Nap Lajoie up. The 1-1 pitch to Lajoie, and Lajoie's going to get this one down into center field. Trout will field it, but Lajoie with a single. No outs for Brady Anderson, who's 1 for 2. Marichal will fire over to 1 to try and get Lajoie. He does keep a little closer now. Lajoie playing a little bit more conservative now on that lead at first, but he did get back in time. Marichal to Anderson,
Strike 3.
and he'll go down on strikes. That is the 5th strikeout of the game for Juan Marichal. Now to face off against Manny Ramirez, who digs in, batting .292. 0 for 2 tonight. He'll go down on strikes. That's the 6th strikeout for Juan Marichal so far in this game here in the bottom of 5. Sam Crawford, who's hitless. And he's going to back to the mound. Marichal will field it, get it over to Votto for the third out. We go to the top of 6. D-Gens 4, Liverpool 3. Jones, Trout, and Mike Piazza all due up for Liverpool. Jones is 0 for 2 so far tonight.
Strike three.
And he's going to go down on strikes. That's the 5th strikeout for Joss. Mike Trout now 0 for 1. And he's going to big, high fly ball in the center field. Cobb all the way back to the wall will make it at the wall for the 2nd out. And that brings up Piazza. Piazza 2 for 2, having a great night. Lined a single and then hit that solo homer in the 4th. Josh to Piazza. Piazza with another deep high ball to right field, but Crawford takes a couple steps back, makes the out. That'll be 3. We go to the bottom of 6, where Hornsby, Bryant, and Molina, batter 7, 8, 9, all due up for the D-Gens upcountry. Marichal delivers to Rogers Hornsby. Hornsby takes this one deep into right field. Trout at the wall saves a home run. That looked like I thought it was gone, but Trout with a beautiful web gem climbs the wall, steals it, and wow. That is a big out for Mike Trout. Chris Bryant now 1 for 2. Marichal will deliver to Bryant, and it's going to be a ground to Joe Morgan. Joe Morgan over to Votto. That's the 2nd out. And now Yadier Molina, the 9th batter in the lineup for the D-Gens, who's 1 for 2. And, a hard hit into right field. That's going to get to the wall. It's going to be a double. Betts just gets it back to Morgan as cutoff. Double number 2 for Yadier Molina. He's having a heck of a day. And here goes, once again, the hard-hitting Ty Cobb, but he was struck out by Marichal his last at-bat. Marichal, by the way, we're in the bottom of 6, and he's already thrown 107 pitches. And no fooling around. They're just going to put Cobb on. Empty base there. Put him on there. Face off against Keith Hernandez. Not that that's, well, I guess it is better than Ty Cobb, but still not something you want to do. But here comes Hernandez, who's batting 2 for 3. He's having a heck of a night. Marichal to Hernandez. Oh, no, it's going to get past Piazza. Well, there goes the empty base, or the first and second base, rather, being filled. Now there's an empty base. Will they put Hernandez on? That was the first pass ball we've seen in the games. Everything else has been a wild pitch, but that was a pass ball against Piazza. Will they put Hernandez on, or are they going to pitch to him? They're going to pitch to him.
Strike 3.
And they strike him out, so it was a good choice to pitch against him. And we go to the top of 7. Liverpool still trails by 1. D-Gens with 11 hits in the game have left 7 on base. Meanwhile, Liverpool with only 5 hits, but they've still got 3 runs off those 5 hits, and they've only left 3 on base. Votto 1 for 1. Takes the pitch from Joss. Drives it into right field. Crawford will take a few steps up. Get under this one. That's the first out. Vaughn, who's 0 for 2. Batter number 8 in the lineup. And this is going to be a base hit. It's going to get between first and second, between Hornsby and Hernandez. A single for Vaughn with 1 out. Here comes Mookie Betts. He's 1 for 2. Vaughn with a nice big lead there at first. Josh looks at him. There goes Vaughn. And it was a hit and run. Vaughn is going to make it the second. Hornsby is going to get the ball, throw to 1 to get the batter. So a 2 out with 2 outs. Vaughn now at second. Here comes Joe Morgan. Joe Morgan had 94 RBIs in his season that he represents. He's 1 for 3 tonight. And he's going to get walked. Not on purpose, but he drew the walk. And now here comes Bresnahan. Bresnahan with 19 RBIs from his season, only batting a 204. Is he going to get this done? Here comes the pitch from Joss. And this is going to go foul.
Foul ball.
So the 0-2 count against Bresnahan. Joss not messing around against Bresnahan, going after him aggressively. Bresnahan, high fly ball in center field. Ty Cobb will come up, makes a great running play. His second great play of the night. That'll end the threat. It's the 7th inning stretch. And we're back. Nap Lashaway will lead off the bottom of the seventh for the D-Gens, and he'll be followed by Anderson and then Ramirez. Lashaway already 2 for 3 tonight. Marichal with 116 pitches. Pitchers are giving their arm a good workout tonight. And here's the pitch from Marichal. Lashaway into shallow center. Trout on the run. Gets under that one. That's the first out. Brady Anderson, 1 for 3 tonight. The pitch from Marichal. It's a 2-2 pitch. He strikes him out. That's the 8th strikeout by Juan Marichal tonight. Outperforming Addy Joss on the mound as far as strikeouts go. Doing a great job on the mound for strikeouts, but still trailing the game. And he strikes out another one. My goodness, that was the 9th strikeout to end that inning for Juan Marichal. We go to the top of 8. Ryan Braun will lead it off for Liverpool. Liverpool looking for a hit and a run to tie this game up. Addy Joss with 92 pitches. Delivers to Braun, and he goes down on strike. So we're seeing a lot of strikeouts here all of a sudden in this inning. That is the 6th strikeout, for Addy Joss. Chipper Jones 0 for 3, looking to get something going here. He goes down on strikes. Well, we are seeing nothing but strikes here. Strikeout, strikeout, strikeout. Addy Joss with 7 now to face off against Mike Trout. Oh, no strikeout for Trout. He's going to drive this one into shallow left. Ramirez on the run. Catches that for the 3rd out. We go to the bottom 8. D-Gen still leads by 1. Marichal remains on the mound with 129 pitches to face off against Sam Crawford, batter number 6 in the lineup for the D-Gens. The delivery to Crawford. Crawford over Vaughn's head into left center field. That's a single. Oh, and he's going to stretch it out to a double. The throw not in time. Sam Crawford with his first double of the season. That'll bring up Rogers Hornsby, who's 1 for 3 so far in this game. Crawford at second. No outs. Marichal delivers to Hornsby. Hornsby with a pop-up towards short. Vaughn will get under this one. He'll make that grab. That's the first out as Chris Bryant steps up. The 1-2 pitch to Bryant. Over Vaughn's head at short, and that's going to get left center field. Braun will get this one, and he'll throw it in to make sure Crawford doesn't go anywhere farther than third base. But Bryant, with a single, puts runners on first and third with only 1 out for Yadier Molina, who's 2 for 3 already tonight. Both of hits, I believe, were doubles, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, doubled in the 4th and doubled in the 6th. Marichal finally starting to show a little bit of little sign of fatigue out there, but he's going to remain. He's going to fire over to 1. Bryant wasn't even taking much of a lead. He was just hoping to get a second out there as he goes to face off against Yadier Molina, knowing that Ty Cobb is coming up. Marichal delivers to Molina. Molina to Vaughn at short. Here's the double play. Gets it to Morgan. Morgan over to Votto. And Crawford is not going to score. That double play worked. That gets Liverpool out of that jam. We go to the top of 9. Liverpool needs to get a run here in the next 3 outs. Excuse me, I had to clear my throat. Piazza 2 for 3 will start it off for Liverpool. So he's the man to start it off here because he is having a decent night. Josh delivers to Piazza. Piazza is going to get a base hit. So the tying run is now on first. It's his 3rd hit of the day. Having a great day as Joey Votto steps in. He's 1 for 2. Piazza is not stealing, not going anywhere. Joss delivers to Votto. Votto is going to get a base hit. This is going to get into right field. So Piazza to second, where he'll hold up. Votto 2. So we have man on first and second. The tying run is now on second base with no outs as Archie Vaughn, 1 for 3 so far in this evening. He's got 95 RBIs from the season he comes from. Addy Joss delivers to Vaughn. And he's going to get a base hit into right field. Piazza will round. Oh, he's going to hold. Piazza does not come home on a hit into right field. That's the tying run. I cannot believe that the third base coach held him there. So now bases loaded, no outs. We're at bottom of the lineup. Mookie Betts, but Mookie Betts is 1 for 3, and he had 102 RBIs in the season that he came from. No outs. Addy Joss, 112 pitches. The pitch to Betts. Betts. Oh, this is going to be a high foul ball into third base territory. Bryant Ryan hard to get to it.
Foul ball.
No, it's going to get in to the stands. So a 1-2 count against Betts with bases loaded and no outs. Here's the pitch from Joss.
Strike 3.
And he's going to go down on strikes for the first out. So back to the top of the lineup for Liverpool. Bases loaded. Joe Morgan up. Has to avoid that double play and try and get some kind of a hit to keep this game going. Here's the pitch to Joss. To Morgan from Joss. Oh, no. Morgan does not swing. Molina fires over to 1 and got him. The runner was too far off the bag. Oh, no. What a huge mistake by Liverpool. All right. Well, they got runners on second and third now. Joe Morgan still up to bat. Has the 1-0 pitch. The 1-0 count against him, rather. Excuse me. And, right back to Joss at the mound. That's going to end it. Oh, it looked like Liverpool was going to make a great comeback there and even take the lead. But D-Gens will win it 4-3. D-Gens had 8 left on base, and Liverpool had 7 left on base. Let's take a quick look at the box score. 9 hits for the D-Gens. 9 hits for Liverpool, 13 hits for the D-Gens. Batting, well, Piazza went 3 for 4 with a home run. Lovato went 2 for 3. Vaughn went 2 for 4. And over for the D-Gens, Cobb 2 for 3. Hernandez 2 for 4. Lajoie 2 for 4. Bryant went 2 for 4. We had home runs from Hernandez, Lajoie. Marichal went the 8 full innings. He had a great night. 9 strikeouts, only 1 walk. Allowed 13 hits, 4 earned runs. It's a shame with that kind of a performance, 9 strikeouts, and still to give up 13 hits and lose that game. Ouch. Addy Joss went the distance, 9 innings, allowed 9 hits, 3 earned runs, walked 3, and struck out 8. The MVP of the game is Nap Lajoie. Nap Lajoie, who went 2 for 4 with that home run. And that is that. So let's take just a quick look. We are not going to play any more games, but a quick look at what we've seen so far. Chico's beat Cleveland 10-2. Washington beat the expansion team. Washington beat Lehigh 2-1. Liverpool lost to the D-Gens 4-3 D-Gens with Joss with the win, and Tijuana beat Chicago 3-2. We're going to call it. It's been a couple hours, and my throat is a little sore. Like I said, we're going to try and see every team play in opening day. Everybody's going to be able to see their team play on opening day. I understand there may be some problems with some lineups and some coaching manager files. We'll get to the bottom of that, and we'll let everybody know when the next game will be. I wanted to thank David for coming by, MV, Jeff Hunter, Midlife came in, Jamie, Bernie, Big Clue, Carlos, Aaron was here for a little bit. Jeff Hunter came by. Carlos Yaz, Steve was here for a little bit. Did I miss anybody? There's a lot of talking going on. I hope if I missed anybody's name, I apologize. I want to thank everybody for coming by. It was I hope everybody enjoyed the stream. I apologize for a couple of breaks there. Getting rid of this dog tonight, thank goodness, and I won't have to worry about that anymore. We'll see when we get some more games played this weekend and get this new season off to a good start. It looks like it's going to be a very exciting season. Lots of hitting, I think, is coming up. A lot of home runs, a lot of exciting action. Good pitching performances. I think it's going to be one of our better seasons, to be honest with you, as far as gameplay goes. Thank you, everybody. I hope everybody enjoyed it, and we'll see you around.